track, trace, and match materials that would otherwise go to waste. And what we do is that we store information about these streams, we make them trackable, and then we match them to their highest value solution. And examples could be that we use eggshells for the production of cement and concrete as a low carbon alternative, but also, for example, using rail tracks from the rail industry as steel beams in construction. And what we're offering is the full suite of services to make these matches happen. So the way that we make money with this platform is that we have a subscription model for organizations that want to sell stuff using our platform. Then we have a transaction fee for the transactions that take place on the platform. And then we have a number of additional services like tracking and tracing, but also insurance that we also levy a fee for. And that's how we try to make money. We are already operationally profitable. But also at the same time, you can imagine that we're still a young company. So all the money that we do make, we put back into further improving our platform.
كريستيان، أخبرنا بداية كيف تواصلتم مع واعد فينتشرز وما هي خططكم للتوسع في المملكة العربية السعودية؟
But I think what is happening in the GCC region, and maybe specifically in Saudi Arabia, is quite unique, where there's so many giga projects happening, like NEOM, like the Green Riyadh project, like New Murabba. But then also look at companies like Saudi Aramco that are seeing that, in line with Vision 2030, that the whole economy has to be turned around. And I think the circular economy, which is what we're trying to achieve here, is a great way to make that happen. So Saudi Aramco, I think, as a very visionary company, saw that and then used one of their investment arms, Wyatt, to then bring our organization to the kingdom. And that's also what we're going to use some of that funding for is localizing our organization, making sure that it's fit for the GCC region, for the Saudi market.
هل لك أن تخبرنا عن حجم المبيعات أو المعاملات عبر المنصة أو ما يسمى بالGMV?
I would say now the GMV is projected to be around 20 to 30 million US dollars next year, and our own revenue coming from that will be close to 2 million US dollars.
ما هي توقعات النمو بالنسبة للشركة وكيف سيؤثر دخولكم إلى الخليج على هذه التوقعات؟
I think now we're in a very interesting time. I think the circular economy is still in a very nascent stage, and I think we were a little bit early developing this platform and deploying it, but now we're really in an exponential growth curve where I think we're going to double or maybe even triple or quadruple our revenue in the coming years. And I think, to be honest, the GCC region is going to be a great engine for growth in that sense.
ما هي القطاعات أو الصناعات التي قد تكون الأكثر استفادة من الاقتصاد الدائري ومن منصتكم تحديداً؟
So the industries that benefit the most from our platform that we've seen in the last couple of years is construction and infrastructure. Has a lot to do with government involvement in these industries, but a lot of materials coming out of it, like steel, concrete, glass, but also fit-out materials. Then we have energy and manufacturing. So, of course, Saudi Aramco is a great example of this. They can benefit greatly from further optimizing their capital stock turnover. And then also looking at things like airports and ports, which, of course, are naturally hubs where materials are already changing hands. These are, of course, trading hubs. So we're now working with 50 airports all across Europe. Hopefully, we can also replicate that model in the GCC region, but we're also starting to work with ports, which I think for me is a natural home for platforms like ours. And I hope we can do the same in the GCC region.